Uh, Martial law is a tool by any government, not only the Philippines, to bring back normalcy in the everyday life in case of rebellion or whatever it is stated in the Constitution, to bring back normalcy in the everyday life of any person or citizen of any country. Martial law has a different different meaning or different meaning in different constitutions of different countries. So it may be good or it may be bad. It depends. I may say he is partly to blame because of the prolonged martial law in the Philippines during 1972 to 1982, I think. I lived through that, but during that time, I think it was one of the most peaceful time here in Jensan. You don't see kids loitering during the night, and it was a bit safe during that time. The only problem is it was prolonged, the martial law during the Marcos time. Say during the early days, it was the right thing to do because of the things that happened in Manila, the bombing of I think it started with the bombing in during a political rally and the ambush of the then Defense Secretary Enrile. And at the time, I think it was the right thing to do. But the prolonged term of the martial law hindered the development also of the country. It may also be good, but that there is also a bad side to the martial law at that time.
Martial law, when martial law is there, in general, no? Martial law is there as a measure when things cannot be handled by the regular system of the government, meaning when there is an urgent matter, a matter of emergency or matter of rebellion that is beyond the regular control. But it should not be abused. It should be the last resort. Should not be the first thing that should come into the mind of the leaders whenever there are cases like people against the government. But of course, it's part of the whole story. Is the leader behind the martial law, the dark martial law period in the time of our history. Yes, it's part of it, but it's not the whole of it. During the time, no. No. Why? Because there were enough evidences that said most of the events that happened during that time were staged, meaning people were led to believe that the country was getting out of hand. But actually, there were people who can testify that they were staged because they were orchestrated just to the prolong the seat of power of the people ruling the country during that time. So no.
There's this man's photo on the wall of my father's office at home. You know, where my father brings his work, where he doesn't look strange, still wearing his green uniform and colored breastplates, where to prove that he works hard, he also brought a photo of his boss, whom he calls Apo. So Apo could, hang around on the wall behind him and look over his shoulders, to make sure he's snappy and all. Father snapped at me once, caught me sneaking around his office at home, looking at the stuff on his wall, handguns, plaques, a sword, medals, a rifle. Told me that was no place for a boy, only men, when he really didn't have to tell me because, that photo of Apo on the wall was already looking at me while I moved around, his eyes following me like he was that scary Jesus in the hallway, saying, I know what you're doing.